Good morning, Taurus. This is Mary with Seer. I hope you're doing well. This is your second half of July Oracle and Tarot card reading. And let's just go ahead and get started. Thank you for your likes and your shares. And sorry if I make noise hitting the table there. I realized I listened to one of the readings that it was kind of loud. So I'll try to be more, I'll try to be easier. I tend to have a heavy hand because I work with my hands a lot. Okay, so what we're going to do today is we're going to do a Celtic cross. And this is just going to be what Spirit or your higher self thinks you need to know. Okay? So you can think about your situation and bring that energy to you or bring it to this reading, because I know you'll see this in the future, of course, because even by the time I upload it, it will be in the future, which is really cool, right? Okay, so this is you in the situation. There's a situation you're currently in. So this right here is the Ten of Earth. Now this is the, here goes the throat chakra, which Taurus is about the throat, speaking the truth. So, comes across a lot when something needs to be said. All right, so the need to speak is pretty coming right out the gate. So just something to keep in mind. I'm sure you already know that. So the situation is, well, this is the Ten of Pentacles is like the legacy card. So when this is reversed, it means a few things. It means a dark legacy sometimes or a great financial loss. So it could be both. A dark legacy would mean something that maybe hasn't benefited your family, something that people don't want to talk about, but it's there underlying everything and kind of undoing things on a regular basis. So it's always taken away because it's negative energy or something that's like based on lower vibration is what I'm trying to say. So you may find yourself right now in a place of not having abundance, not having family, or not relationship. So it's like not having that whole family scene with the things that are important to you, Taurus, like beauty, like family, like your own property, your own things. So the next card is what crosses you. This would be the Queen of Water. So the Queen of Water reversed is, let's see if I can get a better picture. Queen of Water reversed is about, this is somebody that's emotional. And this is water sign, so it could be Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, or somebody embodying that energy, feminine, but it doesn't have to be a feminine even. So when we have the Queen of Water, this is, if we're talking about somebody in particular, this would be somebody who's vindictive, undermining, jealous, and does not manage their emotions very well. If we're talking about your energy, then maybe you're feeling like your emotions, you don't know what to do with your feelings, the feelings that you're having. Okay, so maybe you found that you're having trouble releasing something that was a great loss. Maybe it was a broken marriage or relationship, and you're having trouble letting go of that because it's releasing the feelings of betrayal. Excuse me, releasing the feelings of imbalance. And it's weird because it's like, why would we not want to release that? And you might be saying, no, I want to release that, but you might be feeling chained to it. And so maybe this is a reading that hopefully that can provide you an avenue to finally let some of this go, some of this loss. Okay. Because it is keeping somebody off balance here, whether it's you or the other party. Okay. So this is the best outcome in this situation. Would be the Emperor. And this is really nice. Best outcome in the situation would be for one to realize their power. Would be this is masculine energy, so this is the divine masculine. Basically, the Emperor is the master builder. He's the one that plans, he organizes, he likes order in his life. He makes a plan and he follows through. It's also a card of Aries, so Aries in their power is the Emperor. Now, one thing about the Emperor or Aries is that sometimes they move forward and they build and they just get bored and they keep moving. So there's also always if this is Taurus, and Taurus wants to master the energy of the Emperor, then one can embody that moving forward, that striking out and being the first to do something. But Taurus, when they're in their power, they have the staying power. They believe in family. They believe in building. So if you have not been able to do this, and it could be that you are struggling to get back into your energy, and the having your emotions in balance would create a wishy-washy, I don't know who I love, I don't know what to do. Whenever our emotions are in balance, then it creates confusion in our lives. And sometimes that can be from energy around us. I'm really sorry about my throat chakra, but somebody really needs to speak something. I know I say that, a lot of us say that, but it's literally so strong I've had to stop the recording 3 different times. So so you won't have to hear it. Okay, so the 4th card is the Foundation. That would be the Ace of Fire. The Foundation is a lack of being able to start over, to start again, to create something new, and to also feel inspired to create something new, or create a new life. So this is a Foundation, is the inability to start again for a new and so this is, it's a delay. The Foundation is the delay. So that would be, I'm just listening, getting through that delay. Let's look at the past now. The past is the Ace of Earth reverse is this is again another start. We have 2 aces here that are being blocked. There's energy that's being blocked, and it's because of this emotional, what crosses you in the emotional baggage here. So the Ace of Earth is blocking prosperity, is blocking abundance, is blocking another new start, a tangible, physical new start, like new opportunity, new job, new life, and inspiration. These are all tied to somebody's emotions here. And, it's that last piece that needs to be released. So the near future is next, and this would be the 4 of Air. The near future is really, okay. I'm just not going to get a good picture there. Okay, there you go. 4 of Air is, well, this is like a forced separation. The near future is a forced separation. When it's reversed, it's either not being able to heal or finally healing. So in this case, it looks like there's a choice. It's up to you whether you want to hang on to the pain or actually finally heal this and get through it. And just, it's a matter of kind of accepting what is and not what should have been or what happened. And there's a thing about that I'm hearing about not rehashing the conversations anymore. Stop the tape playing in your head, because every time you play the same tape in your head, you relive it and you suffer the same feelings, the same trauma. Unless you say, excuse me, so sorry, you start working out each detail. So when they said this and they said that, and that made me feel like that, what were they really trying to say? So instead of just playing it over and saying, well, that was a bunch of crap, and not solving it, if you need to rehash it to get through it, then it would be, when they said that, were they honest? Was it honest? Were they just mad? Did I deserve that? Did I earn that? And so you take each piece and analyze it. I know it is a way to release it, because it's actually looking at what happened. Sorry about that. I gotta get something. It's actually looking at what happened in the situation to try to release each piece of it that's still bothering you. And with all this throat blocking that I have, you may find that you're going to have a conversation with someone to let it go or to have peace, because there is a lack of peace. Without the peace, here's the thing, Taurus, it's blocking you from such greatness. And if you knew that making peace with this, or finally releasing it, or taking accountability for your part of it, if somebody said, look, if you can just go through this part of the step that you can have anything you want. You can be back to your creative energy. And you could even, if you want, it's possible that you could fix this, no matter how it looks, because anything's possible. But you have to, it's being accountable is the most important thing first. First things first. Owning your part. Why is it that this keeps throwing you off balance? Why is it that it's crossing you over and over again and it's delaying everything for you? Is it worth taking that stand? Is it worth being so stubborn? We're all stubborn, so I'm not, just picking on you at all. Okay, so the next card is temptation. This is you. This is the devil energy. This is sitting in whatever obsessive energy it is, so you can't change. It has you chained to your old ways, whether that's addiction, whether that's old ways of thinking. And I think it could be several things. Addiction just doesn't have to be pornography or drugs, or, it could be a way of thinking, negative thinking. It could be a way of giving away our power. It could be a way of putting ourselves down. All of that is lower vibrational energy that we can, you take one thing at a time, release it, and the next thing is a little bit easier because you have confidence and you already have practice. So the Emperor, the best that can happen is the Emperor always plans. Make a plan on how you're going to fix this. Earth is slow-moving energy. You set a path and do it. That's why sometimes earth signs addictions are hard to release because of the fixed energy. But Aries is, if you embody the energy of the Emperor, the divine masculine, Aries is, what do they call that, a cardinal sign. That means that they change the seasons. They make the changes. And they're big changes, big movement. And it's all about deciding that you're going to do this, Maybe deciding it's time. So sorry. So the next card is environmental external influences. So this is what is around you. So this is Six of Cups. So this is like childhood memories. So I don't know. It's kind of like what I'm hearing is everywhere you look, you have memories of something, somebody. And, but there's fond memories here. So when it's kind of like maybe you have memories of something or somebody's or several things. And it's a fun memory, but then you don't have it anymore. Or it's a good memory and then you feel bad because of this, and this. So there's a first thing that jumps out is, who said you had to be perfect? Who said you were not above making mistakes? Who said anybody was not above making mistakes? Yeah. Because when we look at it that way, can we forgive other people's mistakes? Why is it we can't forgive our own or admit our own? That's one of the first places, is being able to admit. Because if you're not in your power, in your emotional power, you can't even admit your mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody takes people for granted. Everybody lies at some time in their life, and everybody hides things. It doesn't mean we continue it. Hopefully we learn and we say, that doesn't serve me to do that, because in the end, I undermine myself when I'm not being honest. So I think it's a time to sit at the table with oneself, look in the mirror and saying, is this what you really want? Is this what you want, the foundation that you built, which is no foundation, no family, no future? If that's the way you feel, that is because of this energy that is not being let go. It keeps going around and around because it's comfortable, and somehow somebody gains a certain amount of power, but it's a powerless power. It's immediate, it's instant gratification. It's not for the long term, and Taurus is for the long term. That's why it's so messed up. That's why I feel so uncomfortable, because Spirit over and over in your higher self is saying, Taurus, you're better than this. You can do better than this. They can do better than this. However, that flips back and forth. This is not who you're meant to be. This is not walking your path. Being afraid of shadows, this is not who you are. This is not the grounded energy. It's not grounded anywhere. There's no stability. No wonder you're so uncomfortable. You were opposite what you were here to, I don't know, bring in, to walk. You were supposed to find your stability here. Live in it and show others how to do this. That involves making a plan and believing in yourself. Emperor doesn't doubt what he can accomplish. He doesn't. He just does. The biggest thing the Emperor has is being a little bit too cocky, being a little bit too ambitious, and staying with something after he started. But he makes the changes. But know yourself well enough to know that the changes will serve you, because there's not an inner knowing here. There's somebody that's lost in the past, somebody that's lost in what they want and lost in good memories. But these are based on outside influences. What do you want? That somebody told you that this is the right way to live, this is the right way that you had a good childhood? Maybe you didn't, but they keep telling you you did. So what do you really know to be true, Taurus? The next card is your hopes and fears. This is the Ace of Cups. So this is the third ace, Taurus. Thank goodness this is upright. This is hoping for this love beyond love, the love from above, the love that you've created, because you're ruled by Venus. Gosh, you're searching for love. And you're hitting wall after wall after wall, delay after delay after delay. But how can somebody love you when you don't know who you are? You show up one way, and then you end up being someone else. It's the same thing you'd say in other people. And I have a Taurus, and my Venus is in Taurus, so that's how I've been showing up in love. I figured this out a little while ago. But they're coming to you saying, we need you to look at this, that you've been given love. You've always been given love. But you don't, this first your hopes and fears as that love comes, but at the same time you fear it. What am I going to do with it? But you have to love yourself. If you don't love yourself, then you have nothing to give anybody else. Because when you're feeling down, you won't give them anything. When you're feeling not worthy, you have nothing for them, and it's an excuse to embody this energy, this temptation energy. Well, they're not giving me what I want. Whose fault is that? Okay? That's why the throat chakra is acting up so much. It's time to speak and start standing up for yourself and telling others what you need. How can you say, you probably say this to other people, I can't read your mind. Well, they can't either, Taurus. And you can't blame them and betray them because they can't read your mind. And this could flip either way. So it could be somebody, if you're saying, no, this is my partner, then yeah, apply it there, because you know how the energy works. All right. There's a thing here about there's always love around you. It's whether you It's a mirror. That's what they're saying. It's a mirror. Okay? So you can look at this as a fear or a hope. A hope that you'll find divine love. You've all had it the whole time. You are loved more than you can imagine. And it might be a good time to start thinking about doing a gratitude list daily to get maybe to flip your energy from this to this. Okay? Because what you experience it's a mirror. See, here's the memories, childhood memories. It's a mirror of the way you're feeling is what you'll see. Does that make sense? So if you're feeling like you're not worthy, you're going to look at others like they're not worthy either. But why would they not be worthy? Why would you not be worthy? We're all worthy. Why? Because we are. Period. Don't ask a tree if it's worthy of growing. Don't ask a baby if they're worthy of being born. So why should Taurus wonder if they're worthy of love? Of course you are. Okay, so the last card is the outcome. Four of water. And this is reversed. So we think, well, is this a good card, Reversed is pretty good, and I'll tell you why. Upright, she's got this pearl in her hand, and it is the biggest pearl of all, and it's the most beautiful. But she wanted this pearl, and when she got this pearl, she was bored. She said, but there's all these other pearls. Does that sound familiar? So when the bull is on the hill, he says, I want that cow down there, whatever, okay? I want that woman, I want that man. And then when Taurus gets down and has this in their hand, they say, well, there's all these other ones. It's not appreciating what you have. You will never appreciate what you have if every pasture is greener than the one you have, because the reason why it may not be green or look good anymore is because one is not tending their own garden. They want everybody else's garden. So it's like coveting everything you don't have, and all you can see is what you don't have, is what somebody doesn't have. So this is bringing you back to somebody needing to come back to themselves and be accountable for their thoughts. Therefore, thoughts create things. Thoughts create. Our thoughts create energy and more thought forms attached to those thoughts. So the longer you're in this temptation energy, the more you feed it, the bigger the obsessions get. You know what I'm saying, Taurus. I know that. And breathe. Okay, so coming back to making a plan. The best that can happen in this situation is you taking control of your life. You taking control. And I know we're going to say there's all these external things going on, but it's still, we can still start with our emotions, balancing our emotions. Things look different once our emotions are balanced. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to do one more card. Boy, that was a long one. And this is I always forget the name of them, Energy Oracle cards. I'm going to shuffle them over here not to be so noisy. So the outcome is seeing that maybe you haven't been appreciating what's been in front of you because you haven't been tending your own garden, because you haven't been focusing on what's in front of you instead of looking to the next horizon or the next conquest or the next woman or the next man. That's because one may be looking outside of themselves for happiness instead of within is where we're supposed to look. We're supposed to be looking within. Okay, so your advice card is storm warning. Here we go. Okay, got to buckle up on that one. Clouds on the horizon. This card indicates a potential difficulty either in the external world or within yourself and in your emotional life. The difficulty is coming closer. Let me get it where you can see it better. I'll just lay it down. There you go. And you may have already heard rumblings of potential problems around you. The caution here is to be cautious yet not fearful. Consider what's going on. Look at the situation with calm clarity. Investigate your options and honor yourself and your intentions. Stand up for yourself and take action on your own behalf. As with all difficulty, even the worst storm passes. Always remember, you have the power and wisdom to handle whatever may come your way. And here's something else. With storms blow out smog. They blow out energy. They bring in, think of a storm, and then it clears and there's rainbows and everything's wet and watered. Okay? There is good things that come with storms, just like when there's fire burns out, and then things regrow. Storms bring actually a gentler way of clearing. The storm, the water represents one's emotions, like they said. Emotions need to get under control here because they're running you and they're allowing others to rule you. And you're not walking in your own power, Taurus. So I know I'm coming a little bit heavy, but sometimes, I mean, it's something we've all gone through and we all go through periodically. We give our power away because we want to please others. But we need to put ourselves first. That's what Aries says. Aries is somebody that energy is important to embody. I have a daughter that's Aries, and she constantly reminds me to put myself first and not put others before me. Because when we put ourselves first, we love ourselves first, we respect ourselves first, then we have the energy and love for others. I love you, Taurus. I have readings available if you need them. Have a good couple weeks. Bye-bye.